names FERC, DEP, Tony Desperado, and other attorneys being paid off by the gas company that they cut every corner they could when they built this thing, went the cheapest way,
due to fail.
and it is doomed to fail. Does
this guy still work there?
No.
No, he got laid off. Or he got terminated. He's from Texas.
So
he knows from Adam.
No. So then you read stuff like that and you're like, well, kind of knew Tony was paid off. To now it's there in black and white. So he was. I know he was. I know it's because he called me and he said, I cannot get you any money for your water. They flat out refuse. And I said, okay.
You're no good to me.
Right. And he said, well, you took that well. I said, well, how do you expect me to take it? You know? And he said, no, I'll call him right now and I'll get on my hands and knees and beg. I said, the minute you get on your hands and knees and you beg to this gas company that you want money for water, you're done, buddy. See ya. So, we went through plenty of lawyers.
Well, this year, the spring at Feeder Pond, we found foam in there.
Yeah.
It's coming into the pond. We found oil in the pond too this spring. We got pictures of like oil spot in the pond.
Yeah, I got some pictures of that today.
Called DEP. It rains, it washes away. DEP shows up. Okay. They come, there's like oil film along the edge of the pond. They come with a couple in a stick. They go out past where the oil is, dip her down.
Yeah.
They don't skim. But see, that's the thing. See, we've noticed from the time that we've been dealing with DEP that each time they test water, they're changing things. Well, I was talking to Stephanie Halowich, and what she said was that, what is it, LL Gates, which is Steckman Ridge's attorneys for Spectra, actually once a year puts on a steak dinner for DEP and teaches them how to sample water. Because when they first came out with the foam, they actually tested the foam. Okay?
Yeah.
Then the next time they came out, they actually tested the foam. The third time, we don't test the foam. We test the water away from the foam because the foam's not going to tell you anything.
But the first time they came out, they were around.
What did they tell you the first time that they tested the foam?
We had, what was his name? John Hurdle from the Rooter was here.
And he got on.
See, we didn't know if John even knew anything about water testing. You can tell him what he did.
He asked what they test for and everything. They test for bass and come back and got it hit on. It's just below the limit of where it would have been outstanding, you know, for aquatic life. Well, she rode around the different creeks in the area, and she sent an email stating that she's seen foam on these different creeks, like Big Creek, Safer Creek, a couple of other creeks she named in the area here. Seen foam on the creeks. She never tested it. She came out one other time down here by Merkle Road, that dirt road that Pig Launch I showed you today. Had oil along in the water. She got sample oil in the bottle, and she asked the other two people get salt or pepper. And these what the hell were they?
Hydrologist.
Hydrologist. And they didn't know what she was talking about, so she dumped the oil out. The same type of oil we had in the creek that's earlier the year before that.
She went to her boss and denied that she did it.
But we videotaped the last time they tested the oil in the pond, where they tested away from it.
Right. This is a little pond right back here behind the house.
Yeah, above the barn there.
Oh, yeah, above.
And we had the foam tested. It didn't come back as bass. The lady got down on her stomach in the mud and got the foam away from rock so she could test it.
And it came back, it's not MBAS, but it's a surfactant. But it's not activating with the blue active substance, but it is a surfactant.
Yeah.
But what they did before she tested was they reworked, or whatever, they ran that testing stuff down in the
radioactive.
Radioactive material.
Radio trucker bear with cable on had radioactive placards on the side.
Yeah.
We got pictures.
It's how you got the FBI on your own property.
It is. It's. I mean,
it's Crime Stoppers.
I mean, besides the fact that your water can kill you,
The air.
it seems like it's got a huge.
I mean, what they blowed off could be working down and through the ground, getting in their water table now.
Or it could be going into somebody's water 20 miles away that doesn't even know to test.
Neighbors got grandkids, elderly ladies, people on the other side. They have a light for bacteria, but they got health problems.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they just blame it for getting older. You know, and I think, and it still is.
But the guy up around the turn there, little shed sits on. After the well was shut in, he went over to sit in the shed and blowed his head off. Yep.
And then another lady hung herself.
He had health problems. Okay. Yeah. But over on Big Creek Road, where we come up across Clark Road here, I went over another mile. A lady had depression problems. Her husband was working that weekend or that day. He came out eating, check on her, he had to go look to her. Here she was down in the shed and hung herself. And she was young, 30, 40 years old. She was out in the shed and hung herself.
You got people that divorcing.
Oh, yeah.
Drinking. Accidents.
Oh, yeah.
I think the first time that this company started up here, it was in the newspaper that one of the drivers smacked into a house.
House or hole or something.
He was drunk.
I mean, the heavy trucks and stuff, I mean, up and down these narrow-ass roads, windy roads, I mean, they moved right along. We got video. We passed the compressor station, started down another hill. The damn truck come out of the driveway where we were back into the house, that farm. Come out there, a big old cloud of dust rolling up. They were flying out there. He come up on the S-turns. They had to come over on their side of the road. They had to get over the shoulder. Keep truck hitting them.
I got video.
I mean, it's... that's how we got speed limit signs on this road.
We fought hard. We
fought hard because if you call state police, it's not posted, it's 55 mile an hour. There's nothing we can do.
I saw one, 55 coming up somewhere. I was like, who would drive 55 on this road?
45.
It's 45 out here.
Did they obey it?
Yeah.
We asked them for cattle crossing signs, children at play signs. When we finally got the children at play signs,
after a year fighting,
of fighting, because our grandkids,
it was 3 and 4,
and they'd see the big trucks, and they'd do this.
Neighbors got kids
they do this one and numbers because they see the big trucks. They run down there in the yard, and it was like, we need something. Oh, our chickens one time was in the road right there in front of the mailbox, and this woman came flying down and just wiped out the whole colony. Didn't kill them. But I mean, feathers were flying.
Yeah.
And she says, I didn't see him. And he went off. He said, what would you do if it was 2 kids standing there? I didn't see him. So.
Well, Jake breaks. When I did hauling water up to these wells.
Remind me when we're done here, I'll tell you a story about a school bus.
Jake breaks all night long. All night.
Yeah, you were telling me about the one night that literally was like all night.
And even in daytime, the Jake breaks, heavy trucks coming through. Wide loads.
Did you try for that sign, no Jake brakes?
No.
But I've seen that sign over at Cinnamon. I saw that sign.
Yeah, Bedford's got ordinance. No Jake brakes.
Any of these little mountain roads, you gotta have them because they'll use them and it's loud.
They came in here and tried to give us some meal voucher.
To say sorry for the Jake brakes?
Yeah, sorry for keeping you up on that and killing the neighbor's dog.
4 mile up the road, grandkids live 2 mile away. They heard that tractor trailer come in Clearville. Jake brakes on. It woke grandkids up dead asleep. They screaming and bawling. They had to get up and go to school the next day.
And Jessica had to go to work.
This is a pretty often occurrence.
When they was drilling, yes.
Yeah.
But you see wide loads come out of the tow truck behind them, state cop with them. They get around these turns. They had to get the tow truck to pull them over so they make a round turn.
Yeah.
I mean, 100-ton load going across these old rinky-ass roads.
Safe to say the infrastructure is not suitable for this type of traffic.
Old buggy roads, I mean.
Well, then, it's like when one of their workers get hurt. It's all hush-hush.
Like Disney World.
Yeah.
Nobody does it.
Because the one guy got hit in the head and they flew him out of here.
Yeah. He's from West Virginia.
Yep.
Never did hear what happened to him.
Last thing we heard, he was in intensive care. And they were trying to get him to sign papers. And see, a lot of people around here had to sign, like Paul, confidentiality forms.
Yeah.
I refused to sign one. I absolutely refuse
You
because
will not be quiet.
no, because there's
He just knows that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yep. Because there's somebody else. I mean,